Welcome to Health Universe. Today we're talking about the best foods for seniors over 60 to stay healthy, boost energy, and feel great every day. If you want to stay active and enjoy life to the fullest, the food you eat can make a huge difference. Section 1. Why nutrition matters after 60. As we age, metabolism slows, muscle mass naturally decreases, and the body may need fewer calories but more nutrients. This means every bite should count. Good nutrition helps maintain a healthy weight, protect bones and joints, support brain health, and strengthen the immune system. After 60, the body also becomes less efficient at absorbing key nutrients such as vitamin B12, vitamin D, and calcium. This makes it important to choose nutrient-rich foods rather than empty calories. Adequate protein intake is essential to slow muscle loss and maintain strength for daily activities. Fiber becomes more important for healthy digestion and to help manage cholesterol and blood sugar levels. Hydration is often overlooked, as the sense of thirst can decline with age. Drinking enough water throughout the day supports kidney function, joint health, and energy levels. Eating a balanced diet can also reduce the risk of chronic conditions such as heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and osteoporosis. It supports cognitive function, helping memory and focus stay sharp. Antioxidant-rich fruits and vegetables may lower inflammation, which plays a role in arthritis and other age-related conditions. Overall, good nutrition after 60 isn't just about living longer, it's about living better, staying active, and keeping independence. Let's dive into the foods that matter most. Section 2. Protein-rich foods. Protein is one of the most important nutrients for healthy aging. After 60, the body loses muscle mass more quickly, a process called sarcopenia. This can affect strength, balance, and mobility. Getting enough protein helps slow muscle loss, supports tissue repair, maintains a healthy immune system, and even improves recovery from illness or surgery. How much protein you need? Experts recommend that older adults aim for about 1.0 to 1.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight each day, more than what is needed at younger ages. For example, someone weighing 150 pounds, 68 kilograms, should aim for about 68 to 82 grams of protein daily. Spreading protein intake evenly across meals helps the body use it more effectively. Best sources of protein. There are many protein-rich foods to choose from, so you can mix and match based on taste, budget, and dietary needs. Lean meats and poultry, chicken, turkey, and lean cuts of beef or pork are excellent sources. Choose grilled, baked, or roasted options to avoid excess saturated fat. Fish and seafood, salmon, tuna, sardines, and trout provide protein and omega-3 fatty acids, which are good for heart and brain health. Aim for at least 2 servings per week. Eggs, one of the most versatile protein sources. Eggs are quick to prepare and can be eaten any time of day. Egg whites are nearly pure protein, but the yolk provides important vitamins. Dairy products, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, and milk are high in protein and supply calcium for strong bones. Look for lower fat options if you are watching calories or cholesterol. Beans and lentils, black beans, chickpeas, kidney beans, and lentils are excellent plant-based protein sources. They are also high in fiber, which supports digestion. Nuts and seeds, almonds, walnuts, pumpkin seeds, and chia seeds provide protein, healthy fats, and minerals. They make great snacks but should be eaten in moderate portions because they are calorie-dense. Soy products, tofu, tempeh, and edamame are great plant-based proteins. They are also low in saturated fat and can be used in a wide range of recipes. Protein powders and shakes. For people who struggle to meet protein needs through food alone, protein powders can be an easy way to boost intake. Choose options without excess sugar and mix with milk or a milk alternative. Tips for getting enough protein. Include protein in every meal, for example, eggs at breakfast, chicken at lunch, and fish or beans at dinner. Pair protein with fruits, vegetables, and whole grains to make balanced meals. If appetite is low, choose softer options like yogurt, cottage cheese, or protein smoothies, which are easier to eat. Plan snacks that include protein, such as cheese and whole grain crackers, nut butter on toast, or a handful of nuts. When eating out, look for menu items that feature lean meats, grilled fish, or legumes. Why protein timing matters. Research shows that spreading protein throughout the day is more effective for muscle health than eating most of it at dinner. Aim for 20 to 30 grams per meal and include a protein-rich snack if needed. The role of protein in healing and immunity. Protein is also critical when recovering from surgery, injury, or illness. It supports wound healing, builds immune cells, and helps prevent further muscle loss during periods of bed rest. Watch for barriers. Some older adults may avoid protein foods due to chewing difficulties, taste changes, or cost. Soft options like scrambled eggs, yogurt, or well-cooked lentils can help. Frozen fish and canned beans are budget-friendly and convenient. Section 3. Whole grains and fiber. Whole grains and fiber are essential for healthy aging. After 60, digestion can slow down and constipation becomes more common. A diet rich in fiber helps keep the digestive system moving, supports healthy cholesterol and blood sugar levels, and even helps with weight management by promoting a feeling of fullness. Why whole grains matter? Whole grains contain all three parts of the grain, the bran, germ, and endosperm, which means they provide more vitamins, minerals, and fiber than refined grains. They are rich in B vitamins, iron, magnesium, and antioxidants. These nutrients support energy production, heart health, and brain function, all of which are crucial for staying active and independent later in life. Eating whole grains regularly has been linked to a lower risk of heart disease, stroke, type 2 diabetes, and certain cancers. They also help reduce inflammation in the body, which can ease joint pain and support overall wellness. Best whole grain options. There is a wide variety of whole grains to choose from, so you can avoid getting bored with your meals. Oats, a classic breakfast option. Oats are easy to prepare and naturally gluten-free. Choose rolled or steel-cut oats over instant for more fiber. Brown rice, a simple switch from white rice. Brown rice has more nutrients and a nutty flavor. Quinoa, a high-protein grain that is also gluten-free and cooks quickly. Whole wheat bread and pasta. Look for 100% whole wheat or whole grain on the label to be sure you are getting the full benefits. Barley, a chewy, hearty grain that works well in soups and salads. Millet, farro, and bulgur. These less common grains are flavorful and packed with nutrients. Popcorn, when air-popped and lightly seasoned, popcorn is actually a whole grain snack. How much fiber you need? Most adults over 60 should aim for about 21 to 30 grams of fiber each day, depending on their calorie needs. This can be challenging if you are not paying attention, so including whole grains in 2 or 3 meals per day is helpful. Tips for adding whole grains and fiber. Swap white bread, pasta, and rice for whole grain versions. Add oats or bran to smoothies, yogurt, or baked goods. Use quinoa, barley, or brown rice as a base for grain bowls or salads. Keep popcorn on hand as a quick, fiber-rich snack. Increase fiber gradually and drink plenty of water to avoid bloating or discomfort. The role of fiber beyond digestion. Fiber does more than prevent constipation. Soluble fiber, found in oats and barley, helps lower LDL, bad cholesterol. This supports heart health, which is especially important as cardiovascular risk increases with age. Fiber also helps stabilize blood sugar, making it a key nutrient for managing or preventing type 2 diabetes. Pairing fiber with other nutrients. Fiber works best when combined with a balanced intake of protein, healthy fats, and micronutrients. For example, a breakfast of oatmeal topped with nuts and berries provides fiber, protein, and antioxidants in one meal. Section 4. Healthy fats and omega-3s. Not all fats are bad. In fact, healthy fats play a key role in supporting overall health after 60. They provide energy, help absorb fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K, cushion organs, and keep skin healthy. Most importantly, the right fats support heart health, reduce inflammation, and protect brain function. Why healthy fats are important after 60. As we age, the risk of heart disease, stroke, and cognitive decline increases. Healthy fats, especially omega-3 fatty acids, can help lower bad LDL cholesterol, raise good HDL cholesterol, and keep blood vessels flexible. Omega-3s in particular are linked to better memory, mood, and reduced risk of dementia. They may also reduce joint stiffness and pain by calming inflammation. Best sources of healthy fats. Focus on unsaturated fats, which are found in plant-based foods and certain fish. Fatty fish, salmon, sardines, trout, herring, and mackerel are among the richest sources of omega-3s. Aim for at least 2 servings per week. Olive oil, extra virgin olive oil is high in monounsaturated fat and antioxidants. Use it for salad dressings, cooking, or drizzling over vegetables. Avocados, a good source of heart-healthy fat, potassium, and fiber. Spread on toast or add to salads. Nuts, almonds, walnuts, and pistachios provide healthy fats, protein, and minerals. Walnuts are especially high in plant-based omega-3s. Seeds, flax seeds, chia seeds, and hemp seeds are small but powerful sources of omega-3s and fiber. Add them to smoothies, oatmeal, or yogurt. Nut butters, natural peanut butter or almond butter can be an easy snack paired with fruit or whole grain crackers. Soy products, tofu and soybeans provide healthy fat and plant protein. Fats to limit. While healthy fats are beneficial, certain types should be limited. Saturated fats, found in fatty cuts of meat, full-fat dairy, butter, and certain tropical oils like coconut oil. Small amounts are fine, but too much can raise LDL cholesterol. Trans fats, often found in processed snacks, baked goods, and fried foods. These should be avoided as they increase heart disease risk. How much healthy fat you need? About 25 to 35% of daily calories can come from fat, with most of it from unsaturated sources. A balanced plate might include a drizzle of olive oil, a handful of nuts, or a serving of salmon. Tips for adding healthy fats. Replace butter with olive oil when cooking. Top salads with avocado slices or sprinkle on seeds. Snack on a small handful of nuts instead of chips or cookies. Use fish as your main protein twice a week. Stir ground flaxseed into oatmeal or yogurt. Healthy fats and brain health. Research shows omega-3s, particularly DHA, docosahexaenoic acid, are critical for brain cell health and communication. A diet rich in omega-3s is linked to sharper memory, better focus, and lower risk of Alzheimer's disease. Balancing calories. Fats are calorie-dense, so portion control matters, especially if weight management is a goal. Choose small portions and combine them with plenty of vegetables, whole grains, and lean protein to keep meals balanced. Section 5. Vitamins and minerals to watch. After 60, getting enough vitamins and minerals becomes even more important. The body's ability to absorb certain nutrients declines with age, and deficiencies can affect energy levels, bone strength, immune function, and brain health. Paying attention to key nutrients can help prevent problems before they start. Calcium and vitamin D for strong bones. Bone loss speeds up after age 60, increasing the risk of fractures and osteoporosis. Calcium, most adults over 60 need about 1,200 milligrams of calcium per day. Good sources include low-fat milk, yogurt, cheese, fortified plant milks, tofu made with calcium, and leafy greens like kale and collard greens. Vitamin D, this vitamin helps your body absorb calcium and maintain bone health. Since the skin becomes less efficient at making vitamin D from sunlight with age, many older adults need fortified foods or supplements. Aim for about 600 to 800 IU daily, or more if your doctor recommends it. Vitamin B12 for brain and nerve health. B12 helps keep nerves and blood cells healthy, but absorption often decreases with age because the stomach makes less acid. Low B12 can cause fatigue, memory problems, or tingling in the hands and feet. Sources include fish, poultry, eggs, dairy products, and fortified cereals. Some people may need a B12 supplement or injection if they cannot absorb it well from food. Magnesium for muscle and nerve function. Magnesium supports muscle function, heart rhythm, and blood sugar regulation. Low levels can lead to muscle cramps, fatigue, or weakness. Good sources include nuts, seeds, whole grains, beans, and dark leafy greens. Potassium for blood pressure control. Potassium helps balance sodium levels and keeps blood pressure in check. Sources include bananas, potatoes, sweet potatoes, beans, spinach, and oranges. If you have kidney problems, talk to your doctor before increasing potassium intake. Iron for energy. Iron deficiency can cause anemia, leading to fatigue and weakness. Though iron needs may decrease slightly after menopause for women, it's still important to get enough. Found in lean meats, poultry, fish, beans, spinach, and fortified cereals. Pair plant-based iron sources with vitamin C-rich foods like citrus or tomatoes to improve absorption. Zinc for immune health. Zinc helps the immune system fight off infections and supports wound healing. Found in lean meats, seafood, especially oysters, beans, nuts, and seeds. Vitamin C and E for immune support and skin health. Both vitamins are antioxidants that help protect cells from damage. Vitamin C is found in citrus fruits, strawberries, bell peppers, and broccoli. Vitamin E is found in nuts, seeds, and vegetable oils. Tips for meeting nutrient needs. Eat a variety of colorful fruits and vegetables every day. Choose fortified foods when needed, like fortified cereals or plant milks. Talk with a healthcare provider before starting supplements to avoid taking too much or interacting with medications. Consider a daily multivitamin if your diet is limited, but focus on food first whenever possible. Watch for warning signs. Fatigue, brittle nails, hair loss, frequent illness, or memory issues can sometimes signal nutrient deficiencies. Regular checkups and blood tests can catch problems early. Section 6. Hydration and fluid needs. Staying hydrated is one of the most overlooked parts of good nutrition after 60. As we age, the body's thirst signal becomes weaker, meaning you might not feel thirsty even when you need water. Dehydration can happen more easily and can lead to fatigue, dizziness, constipation, headaches, and even confusion. Why hydration matters? Water is essential for nearly every function in the body. It keeps joints lubricated, helps regulate temperature, supports kidney function, and carries nutrients and oxygen to cells. Proper hydration also helps prevent urinary tract infections and reduces the risk of kidney stones, which become more common with age. How much water you need. Most older adults should aim for about 6 to 8 cups, 1.5 to 2 liters, of fluid per day. The exact amount depends on activity level, health conditions, and climate. If you are more active or live in a hot environment, you may need more. Best sources of hydration. Plain water, the simplest and best choice. Keep a water bottle nearby to remind yourself to sip throughout the day. Herbal teas, naturally caffeine-free teas like chamomile or peppermint can count toward your daily intake. Low-fat milk or fortified plant milks provide hydration along with calcium, vitamin D, and protein. Broth-based soups, especially good for those who have a low appetite and need extra fluids. Water-rich foods, fruits and vegetables like watermelon, cucumbers, oranges, and lettuce contribute to hydration. Tips to stay hydrated. Drink regularly, don't wait until you feel thirsty. Sip small amounts throughout the day. Use reminders, set a timer or use a marked water bottle to track intake. Flavor your water, add slices of lemon, cucumber, or berries if you find plain water boring. Pair fluids with meals, drink a glass of water with each meal and snack. Watch caffeine and alcohol, these can have a mild diuretic effect, so balance them with extra water. Signs of dehydration. Dark-colored urine, dry mouth, dizziness, confusion, or fatigue can signal dehydration. Severe dehydration can be dangerous and may require medical attention, so it's important to address these signs quickly. Hydration and medication. Some medications, such as diuretics, can increase fluid loss. Talk to your doctor about how much fluid is right for you if you take medication for blood pressure or heart conditions. Section 7. Foods to limit, supplements and lifestyle. Good nutrition is not just about what you add to your diet, it's also about what you limit. Some foods and habits can work against your health goals after 60. By making smart choices and balancing your lifestyle, you can maximize the benefits of the nutrient-rich foods discussed earlier. Foods to limit. 1. Added sugars. Too much sugar can raise the risk of weight gain, type 2 diabetes, and heart disease. It can also contribute to energy crashes. Limit sweets, sugary drinks, and processed snacks. Look for hidden sugars in sauces, cereals, and condiments. 2. Excess sodium. High sodium intake can raise blood pressure and put strain on the heart. Choose low-sodium versions of canned foods and soups. Use herbs, spices, lemon juice, or vinegar for flavor instead of salt. 3. Processed and fried foods. These often contain unhealthy fats and extra calories that offer little nutrition. Limit fast food, fried snacks, and heavily processed packaged meals. When eating out, choose grilled, baked, or steamed options. 4. Refined carbohydrates. White bread, white rice, and many pastries can spike blood sugar and provide little fiber. Replace them with whole grains for better blood sugar control and satiety. 5. Alcohol. Alcohol can interfere with medications, disturb sleep, and add empty calories. If you drink, keep it moderate, up to 1 drink per day for women and 2 for men, or as advised by your doctor. Supplements. While food should be your primary source of nutrients, supplements can help fill gaps when diet alone is not enough. Multivitamin. A basic multivitamin may cover common nutrient shortfalls but should not replace healthy meals. Vitamin D, often recommended for bone health, especially if sun exposure is limited. Calcium may be needed if you don't get enough from food. Vitamin B12, important for older adults with absorption issues. Omega-3 supplements, useful if you do not eat fish regularly. Important, talk to your doctor or a registered dietitian before starting supplements. Taking too much of certain vitamins or minerals can be harmful, and some supplements can interact with medications. Lifestyle habits for healthy aging. Nutrition works best when paired with healthy daily habits. Stay physically active, aim for at least 150 minutes of moderate exercise each week, including strength training to preserve muscle mass. Get quality sleep, aim for 7 to 8 hours per night to support recovery, memory, and immune function. Manage stress. Chronic stress can affect digestion, blood pressure, and weight. Try deep breathing, yoga, or walking outdoors. Stay socially connected. Sharing meals and maintaining friendships support mental health and reduce feelings of isolation. Regular health checkups, routine screenings, and blood tests help catch nutrient deficiencies or health problems early. Conclusion: putting it all together. Eating well after 60 doesn't have to be complicated. By focusing on protein, whole grains, healthy fats, key vitamins and minerals, and proper hydration, you can stay strong, protect your brain and heart, and enjoy more energy every day. Making small, consistent choices, like swapping refined grains for whole grains, drinking water regularly, and adding more colorful vegetables, can have a big impact on your health and independence. Which of these healthy habits or foods do you already include in your daily routine? Share your thoughts in the comments, we'd love to hear from you. And if you found this guide helpful, be sure to like the video and subscribe for more tips on eating well, staying active, and living your healthiest life after 60.